Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. Footies content has kicked it up a notch. Guys, we can make 5 Playstyle Plus Footies cards. We have our first 5 Playstyle Plus evolution, and one of the most popular icons in this game is finally able to be evolved. At least he's accessible now. Let me show you and talk with you about the card that most people want right now, instead of packing just the 99 rated cards. Of course, we have a lot to talk through, from yesterday's promo Friday content drop with stuff in the store, to stuff in SBCs, to Evos, and objectives where we can make those 5 Playstyle Plus Footies cards come to life. And of course, we got more content coming today. The 85 by 10, will it be more times repeatable per day than just 5? We're going to find out at content today, but let's talk about it all. If you guys are excited for this one, drop a thumbs up in the video, hype the video, and subscribe if you are new. Now, let's start with yesterday's content on Friday in the SBC section, where we had 2 player SBCs. Jeremy Doku shushing with the 99 pace and dribble, and Al Oweiran with his 99 pace as well. Now, Al Oweiran's only 3 squads and about 140,000 coins to complete. He cannot be lengthy. He's just 6 foot tall. His playstyles are great. His stats are very good. I'm not a huge fan of this SBC because he just had the card as well in the World Tour during the World Cup, but that's neither here nor there. If you want this card, it is easy to get done. It is cheap. It is upvoted on Footbin, and let's be honest, guys, fodder is free right now. So if there's any of these SBC players that look halfway interesting to you, and you've got a whole bunch of fodder from the unlimited repeatable exchange grind, go ahead and do them. I'm going to skip the Al Oweiran, but he's not bad. Same thing with Doku. I think I'm going to skip this card, even though you can take him to 5 Playstyle Pluses and boost his shooting up to 97 in that Milestones Evo called Golden Touch, I believe. This one's not as cheap as Al Oweiran. It's 7 squads and about 323,000 coins, but that dynamic image plus the 99 dribble and pace is very unique. So if you do want to get this one done, especially because he can play all these different attacking positions, it is definitely not a bad SBC. And like I said, fodder is free. But what I'm choosing to put my fodder into right now is the 99 chase of the 1 of 3 95 plus Festival Football or Team 1 or Team 2 Footies player pick. It is an 88 and an 89 rated squad to get this one done. This is what I'm going to be doing all week long, instead of some player SBCs, to try to hit those 99 Spain winners cards and also the 99 rated Footies cards from Teams 1 and Teams 2. Of course, also yesterday we had a couple of extra new player picks. The 2 of 3 86 plus, which is an okay place to put some fodder a couple times a day. The 85 by 2, which is out for 2 weeks total through the end of Footies. I'm still skipping this one because the 84 plus player pick is clear, and we also had the Footies Challenge 5. In terms of SBCs, guys, the grind is no different. We're doing the 87 to 90s each day 10 times, putting those 87 to 90s into the repeatable Footies provision upgrade, and getting as many of these done as we can with all the 87 to 89 or maybe even 90 rated cards that you pack. And then of course all your gold rares into the picks and your gold commons into the 80 plus times 5s, and it is just unlimited repeatable time in terms of the pack grind, except for the SBC bans that are still a bit of an issue. Now let's keep going through yesterday's content into Evos, where we had our first 5 Playstyle Plus boosting evolution. It is expensive. It's called the Landlord. 250,000 coins for a max 95 only center back Evo, but it does take you to 5 Playstyle Pluses. There's some good cards that you can see coming out of this. It actually is nice to get a pace boost for once on a center back Evo as well. That Isak Toure card looks pretty crazy. 97 defending, 97 physicality, and 94 pace. These cards only go up to 96 rating, which I find pretty interesting, because since they're going to 5 Playstyle Pluses, I don't imagine they're going to be able to be evolved anytime soon. But with a 96 rating, you would think that they could fit into some other evolutions. It might just depend on the Evos that are coming out. So I haven't found anybody from the club in particular that I really do want to put into this. Thought about creating a Arturo Vidal card. Does this give a position change, by the way? No, it doesn't. Okay, I was wondering for a second if it did or not, since a lot of Evos that we've had recently have been given that position change, but this one does not. It just does give a 5th Playstyle Plus, and again, it is pricey, but if you find the right card to go to 5 Playstyle Pluses, 250k, you could argue it's worth it at this stage of the game. Now, the other Evo that came out yesterday, guys, is the Zlatan Evo. It's called Right route. And if you read the description of this, lengthy strides, new territory. Evolve your player and take the right route that changes everything. This is literally an Evo that is supposed to keep your card lengthy or maybe even make your card lengthy. And this is the Evo that Zlatan Ibrahimovic's Team of the Year icon card, which is finally in packs, can fit into. As you see as a part of this, the agility boost is only up to 95, keeping the player lengthy. The strength and physical boost, as you can see there, going up to 99, uncapped strength plus 30, and the position of right mid is able to be put onto all of these cards as well, which is very nice for the kind of end game meta that is happening right now with crossing. You can put one of these taller players, lengthy players, out wide at the right mid position and give them that extra lengthy pace boost and physicality boost to get in behind for some crosses. Kind of like what I've been doing with Peter Crouch's new card, even though he isn't actually lengthy. But I'm calling this the Zlatan Evo because, guys, out of all of the 99 rated cards that are in packs right now, there is one card that seemingly everybody is chasing. And he's like one of the only cards from the Best of re-release that isn't minimum price. How was it August, by the way? And this is the first actually accessible Zlatan that we get to use. All of his other cards this year, from the 91 rated base icon that's always been over 1 million coins, to the 92 that's been 3 to 4 mil plus, to the Foot Birthday that's also 3 to 4 mil, and then a 98 rated that's 2 million coins. Why are we just now being able to use Zlatan? How have we not gotten an SBC for one of the biggest icons in the game now? And he's new to FC26 as well. This is his first year being an icon. It is crazy that he did not have an SBC. But of course, now that this card is in packs, only 200K, and he will be minimum price, guys. Don't worry. He's in packs. He will drop down to 200,000 coins if you do want to buy him. But the fact that he is actually accessible now is making everybody chase him to create Evos. Take a look at some of these Evos you can create. Of course, the Footies cosmetic is huge here for being able to customize your playstyle pluses. That one's for 100,000 coins still in the cosmetic section. There's also a Footies cosmetic Evo in the store if you want to go this route. Don't hurry into an Evo for Zlatan. That'd be the only one caveat I'd say here with these Evo chains we're going to look at, because there's going to be more Evos incoming. We get Evos every single day right now during Footies. So yes, the right route Evo is great for him, giving him a pace, passing, dribbling, and physicality boost, but you wouldn't have to put him into that evolution. Now, this chain right here takes him up to 97 shooting and passing, keeps him lengthy, and then, of course, you can give him the 5th playstyle plus from objectives. But this is just one Evo chain. If you go and take a look on Footbin, there's a whole bunch of other chains, like the new Sunny Init Evo that is in the token store is another one that Zlatan fits into. He does not stay lengthy here, but he does go up to 98 dribbling, 96 pace, and 97 shooting. So for me, the chase this week is not just trying to pack 99 rated cards, but also trying to pack that Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I think a lot of people are in that same boat. It is very fun, but also crazy, like I said, that we have not had a accessible Zlatan until now. Now, I want to go through the token stores here really quick, because I spent all of my tokens yesterday on the 5 of 25 88 plus tradable player picks. I didn't pack anything worth over 70K, any of the re-release cards, any of the Footies cards. I didn't hit it big, but it was fun to open those. However, the new Evos inside of here are pretty solid. I actually already used one, but there's a couple of decent ones inside of here, like the 200 token Evo that is called Sunny Init. And this is the one that does give a pretty sizable boost. The only thing I would say is this kind of feels very similar to the Evo that we had in the last 2 weeks inside of the token store, but like you're going to 98 dribble, 98 pace, and to a Footies card, which can allow you to put a 5th playstyle plus on one of these items, like you see here for Pedro Neto. That is a very good Evo. What about Gakpo? Yeah, 97 shooting and passing, 98 dribble. There, you're kind of trying to get 2 stats at 98. If you can get 2 stats at 98 through this Evo, you're kind of cooking. Esteval goes to 98 dribble and is at 96 pace, shooting, and passing there. What about Arda Güler? Okay, he's at 98 just for 1 stat as well. So maybe you need to have 98 pace already on your card to really maximize this one. Iran Kunda. Ooh, that's pretty spicy. And you could give him Rapid Plus, or you could give him another Playstyle Plus. Again, because these Footies cards, and then not all of them, but some of them can go to 5 playstyle pluses. The token rewards, guys, last thing I'll say that on that, I haven't played Weekend League for the past like 3 weeks, and I haven't feel like I've missed a thing because the rewards in here have not been worth grinding for, in my opinion. We do have a 5 of 15 player pick once again, the tradable 4 of 8. In this side of things, we've got a Muller that's evolvable. We got an Isco, we got a Benzema. So hey, cool cards for sure, but like, I really don't want to go and spend 15 matches of Weekend League to get those done. I'd rather just mess around in some of the live event modes, some of the tournament modes that I'm finding more fun. So token store rewards, they're there, but they're not really interesting me too much. What's way more interesting to me is getting these 5 playstyle plus objectives from here in objectives. These Evos, guys, take a little bit of work to get to, but not that much. But it kind of reshapes the way we look at all these Footies cards, because now all of these Footies cards, not just one. We were worried in yesterday's video that we wouldn't be able to do more than one of these 5th playstyle plus evolutions, and we've got 8, I believe, right now in objectives, and it completely changes the outlook on Footies cards on the market as well, because now these cards have become the most desirable items in the game because they are the cheapest cards that you can take to 5 playstyle pluses. Look at the state of this Soboslai Foot Birthday, who I believe is still in packs, that you can create by adding your own playstyles to him and putting him through, yes, sure, a few bit of Evos. Do it like Yaya if you still have that one around, the signed and deliver unstoppable force. This is a chain that's probably a bit more difficult, but you go to 5 playstyle pluses and 96 plus in every single stat category on a card like that Soboslai. Holy smokes. Now, how this works is you got to play some games. Assist, you got to concede 3 or less goals in 7 separate matches, win 15 and score in 25 to get these 5 playstyle plus Evos. And it is exactly like we had during Glory Hunters. Once you complete an objective that gives you one of these evolutions, you'll go into the rewards tab of Evos, and you'll be able to apply that 5th playstyle plus right then and there, and you truly are looking at end game cards with 5 playstyle pluses. Now, there's not going to be an endless supply of these, and I'd really love to know if we're going to get more of them today on Saturday. That'd be my biggest question, if I'm being completely honest, because like I said, we do have 8 of them available right now. I think there's 6 that are inside of this missing piece Evo, ranging from intercept plus to finesse shot plus to, I think there's a rapid and some low drivens in there as well. And then there's a couple more in live events. We'll take a look at that in a second, but that is maybe the biggest part of Footies content yesterday to me is the fact that we can do multiple 5th playstyle plus Evos, and hopefully EA continued to kind of give us those during this week. Also, yesterday we had the Footies token collector number 3 objective, which is worth a quick mention because there are a decent set of tokens inside of there. I think around 100 in that token collector objective. And then the Only Bangers tournament dropped yesterday as well, which it's a short matches mode and long range mode, which means if you score outside the box, it counts as 2 instead of 1. But the rewards here were so nice for just a little bit of a grind. 150 tokens, this Richard Rios card, and a low driven shot plus 5th playstyle plus. And that's not the only one. Down here for scoring 10 goals in the Only Bangers tournament, you also get a Bruiser plus 5th playstyle plus Evo consumable as well. The one thing to note is you see the rarity on all of these 5th playstyle plus upgrades. It is Footies Icon, or Hero, but you cannot use your Footies evolution from the Footies blueprint that we had last week in these evolutions to go to 5 playstyle pluses. That's a little bit of a bummer. I was hoping I could take a Footies blueprint player to 5, but you cannot. In this tournament, by the way, all you have to do is either win the whole thing or score 10 goals, score in 3 matches, score a brace in 1 match, and score in 1, because it's just complete 5 of the 6. And of course, with the packs in here and with the Evo rewards that you are getting alongside of the tokens and Rios, I think that is a really, really fun mode. Now, the next game mode that will be coming out that we should be getting some Evo rewards from would be the Gauntlet, guys. On Monday, we're going to get another Gauntlet. This one's going to be nice. It's still 4 rounds, but watch out for maybe the objectives tab here being updated before Monday, and maybe we'll get a bit of a glimpse into what could be coming for the Gauntlet there. Now, more talk about these 5 playstyle plus Evos and what it's doing to the market. Guys, we yesterday kind of mentioned how the market could move if 5 playstyle plus Evos were out and if they were out in numbers. And look at these prices. Gabrielle yesterday was 760,000 coins. Right now, 900K. Footies Team 2 cards, especially the middle tier to top tier, the most popular ones, flying. Florian Wirtz, 1.7 mil. It says that he's down 40K. That's cap, right? Yesterday, he was 1.4 mil, spiked up all the way into the 1.7s, 1.8 range where he is now. A lot of price rises. Some of the cards haven't risen up that much yet. Like Payor, yeah, she's only up, you know, like 30 or 40K because she was under 500,000 coins yesterday. Kimmich is flying 674,000 coins. I bought 2 Kimmich for 480K. I'm happy with that profit right there. I'm going to actually try to cash out on my second Kimmich right here for 670, right? Because that's plenty of profit for me in one day. Could these Footies cards from Team 1 and Team 2 that are now out of packs keep rising? I think they could, because honestly, they're some of the only cards and some of the cheapest cards that you could take to 5 PlayStyle Pluses. Now, the 99 rated Spain winners team players have seen a few drops in price, but not crazy. I mean, Pedro Porro was 1.9 mil, even 2 million coins yesterday. Now he's 1.7. Laporte was also 2 mil. Now he's 1.7. I picked up a Pedro Porro at 1.5 just to trade with. I think these cards still have some value because they're 99 rated, but some of the novelty of them being some of the only 5 PlayStyle Plus cards in the games has definitely fallen off. Now, the new cards, there were added 2 packs yesterday in the cards that we can pack right now. Saliba, 1.8 mil, crazy looking card, right? Olise, insane. Openda looks pretty good for Evos. So does Mbumo and Giroud. Not just good for Evos, but good to like actually pack and then use them. These cards are holding some value right now. I would not be surprised if they rose up a little bit today, but you guys know how this goes. If you take a look at the cards from Team 2 and Team 1 of Footies, these cards might hold their price okay today. They'll probably drop off later night, maybe go up a little bit Sunday morning, drop off again then, but then they'll probably have bigger drops in price Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, especially as we get more tradable packs. But this is a decent promo team. I mean, it's all right. Again, I think it's the 5 Playstyle Plus aspect of things that makes me more interested in this Team 3 than I would have been previously, but there still are some good cards in here, and we were able to trade with them yesterday. I think you would still be able to trade with them today. The Mbumos I bought for 600,000 coins, sold for 730. Bought some Girouds at 300K and sold him for 540 and 459. So those are the cards that are in packs. The best of that was added to packs yesterday, which is the biggest best of batch yet. Of course, you've got a lot of nice cards in here, a lot of team of the seasons and team of the years. They did not add any festival of football cards, and I found that slightly interesting because I was wondering, with this third week of 4 weeks of Footies that we're going to have in this promo, I wondered if we were going to start to see some of those World Cup cards, and we have not seen them quite yet. So that was one thing wow, that was a terrible 84 by 10, but that was one thing I was really interested in looking out for, and I didn't see anything there. My one question mark is, will we not see Festival of Football cards in the re-release next week for Footies Team 4? I know it's thinking way far ahead, but we have a whole promo left of preseason before we actually get to the start of FC 27, and we'll talk about that, of course, in a couple of weeks when it becomes time to talk about that, because that is a kind of important promo if you plan to play FC 27. But is EA going to wait to leave some of those endgame Festival of Football cards, maybe the re-release of the 99 Spain cards? Are they going to wait to release those in packs until preseason and like the very end of August and keep kind of slowly progressing with these re-releases until then? That is my one question. But of course, the pack grind, the SBC grind is still alive and well with the exchange SBC right now, as we kind of outlined before. Sure, I'm getting a lot of fodder, but also I'm able to do a bunch of SBCs and at least give myself a shot at packing some of these Footies cards that now, again, as I've said many times, as we have a Footies right here, have more intrigue because they can go to 5 Playstyle Pluses. Let's see who we get. I did pack 98 hemp yesterday from opening a 600,000 coin pack in the store, of course, with the coins. This looks like it's going to be a Donny van de Beek. Not a card that I will Evo there. But other than that, you know what? We move. GG's EA for putting a nice set of players in packs for the re-release, and of course, for the Footies cards as well, with the 5 Playstyle Pluses, making them a little more interesting. I have 3 more 84 by 10s here. I kind of just want to open them, and then I want to take a look at, ooh, that was a Hero Georges. Interesting. All right, well, my Dube storage is full, so we're going to have to stop there. But I want to talk about today's content on Saturday because, of course, one of our favorite SBCs that we've been doing every single day since it came out is set to expire today, and that is the 84 by 10. Of course, you got multiple player SBCs that are expiring today too. Ferland Mendy and the Hardair two set of harder players that are going to be expiring today because there's 2 players in that one set. But if you go all the way back to the 85 by 10, we've been doing this 85 by 10 5 times a day since it came out last week. And that was an increase from 3 times a day to 5. Hopefully today this goes to 7. If they're feeling really nice, maybe they allow us to do this 10 times per day. That was one of the updates that we're expecting. And based off this tweet from FIFA Trading Romania, he said that the 85 times 10 will be extended today. The 85-2 and the 86 plus pick were already changed. Also, the 84 plus pick is supposed to be updated to an 84 plus pick on Monday. We have the 83 plus 5 of 10 right now. But the big news is the 85 by 10. How many times repeatable will it be today? My guess is 7. My hope is 10. But that would be something to watch because, of course, the more times we can do that, the more special cards that we can pack. And those are probably the most fun upgrade packs that we have right now. The 88 by 5, it's okay, but the 85 by 10s, for how easy it is to do with a low rated squad, those are pretty nice. Now, also on Saturday today, you guys know the drill. We're getting a player SBC every single day, and we're getting an Evo every single day. Last Saturday, we had 2. We had the Harder and the Ferland Mendy. We've got Rudiger and we've got Llorente that are still leaked with those official stats here. And again, remember, 5 PlayStyle Pluses is on the docket. Also, Evos for that Llorente since he's only 96 rated. There's also a Patrick Kluivert that has been leaked as well. The 98 defending is a mistake, but you could take him to 5 playstyle pluses as well. Quick step, rapid, low driven, and finesse. Those are official stats apart from that defensive stat being messed up. But could be 2 player SBCs today, could be 1. That would be something to watch out for alongside of the new 85 by 10 refresh. Now, also we're talking about Evos. And if there is one particular Evo that we could have today, in my opinion, the Footies Cosmetic Evo would be perfect. I've used both of my Footies Cosmetics. I don't know if that's going to expire today. I don't remember if that is today or tomorrow or when that Footies Cosmetic is going to refresh. But it would be super incredible if we would be able to do that because I used my last one on Harry Kane yesterday in the 2 basic token store Evo that I actually might have to undo off this card because Footbin was incorrectly showing the rating when I first did this. It took him to 95, and in-game actually takes him to 96, so that kind of messes up the chain that I was going to do with this Harry Kane Festival of Football Captains card. I digress. If we had more Footies cards in cosmetics that we could create through that Evo, then we would just have more 5 playstyle plus cards we would create, and that would be a whole lot more fun. So more Footies cosmetics would be great, or, of course, any more Evo chain stat boost chain Evos, as we call them, right? One Evos that don't boost the overall of the card, but do give a stat boost. I mean, a +1's okay, but we like Evos like this high line where it doesn't boost the overall at all and is still boosting up some of the in-game stats. That's very helpful at this stage of the game, especially for a card like Zlatan, who we are trying to pack, who has kind of a high rating already, right? He's a 95 rated. I'm just going to quick sell this because why not? But he's got 95 rating already, so you can't put him through too many Evos before he becomes unevoable as like a 97 or maybe even a 98 rated card. Here we go. We got a Footies once more. Last pack. Left wing. No clue. And then an Ajax player. So that could be, I've packed this Ajax player multiple times. It's Götze, who I guess is going to be a PSG. That's a double Footies. It's either Götze or it's Ter Stegen. Is it Götze? I think that is. I've packed him like 4 times already. He's kind of the guy this week for a Footies player that's been just entering my club the whole time. But you know what? I'll take that. 2 Footies, a team of the season from an 84 by 10. And that, of course, with cards my unassigned means that we are going to have to get back to the grind, get to rinsing, get to repeating, and trying to pack Zlatan so that we can Evo the Mad Lad and get him to 5 play style pluses. But honestly, yesterday's content kicked it up a notch for me with the 5 PS pluses that we're going to be able to do, and with the Evo even that they gave us that's going to give 5 play style pluses. That could also mean that, hey, maybe we're going to see more Evos coming out that give 5 playstyle pluses as well. They probably would be a bit expensive, but that's one thing to kind of keep in mind. I was just checking to see here if any of the info tabs in game are giving us any new information that would be interesting. It doesn't look like there is. It says week 3 objectives, but there's already kind of a lot in there. And I'm guessing since that's how it's been for every single batch of Footies cards that this batch 3 is going to just be in packs for 1 week as well. And then on Friday of next week, for the last final week of Footies, we would max out at batch number 4. Maybe it would be the biggest batch yet, and that would be cool. Also, guys, one last thing to say. Make sure you're listing up your cards at minimum price. I know, right? Some of these guys you don't think are going to sell. I sold VVD Team of the Year yesterday for 76,000 coins. I packed Dino and sold him for 91,000 coins as well. Some of these guys that were just entered into packs for the first time, Musiala, Salah, Doué. I was able to sell Cristiano Ronaldo finally yesterday for 26K. Ter Stegen for 12,000 coins. Like, I packed the Pogba and stuff like that. Just list these up because you never know where somebody might buy one of these because they're trying to Evo them, and you might be able to make a few easy coins on 1 or 2. Like, boom, right there. That's crazy. Claudia Pina sold for 76,000 coins. Obviously, you know, that's a card that you could Evo at the moment, but it's not a card that's like gonna sell super often. So we got maybe a little bit lucky there with that sale, but we'll take it. That's why you list those cards up, because you never know when somebody like that may sell. And we're probably not gonna get any price range updates on players like that until Monday. Monday would be the time, I would imagine, where PRs would update and you would see some of those cards go lower. So make sure you try to list them for what they can go for right now while you can. Anyway, guys, that sets us up for a good Saturday of content, hopefully, and more SBC grind. That is what I'm going to go do, get some SBCs done, and hopefully pack Zlatan. Let me know down below in the comments if you've packed Zlatan, if you're chasing him, or if you'd rather pack the 99s, which is a very fair statement to say as well. But we'll catch you guys for another video tomorrow to see what content comes out today, and maybe look ahead into a Sunday SBC Evo day, because that's been the day we've been getting some very good Evos inside of SBCs. We'll see, guys. But if you like this video, drop a thumbs up on it, comment down below if you have any questions, and of course subscribe if you are new. It's been Nate, the FutAccountant, and I will see you in a video tomorrow. Have a good one. Peace out.